Hello guys, and welcome to another profile tree video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at one-page websites. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So just before we get started, let's get an understanding on what a one-page website is. It is also known as a single-page website, and it is a type of website that contains all of its content on a single web page. So rather than spreading it across multiple pages, users can scroll down or navigate through sections to access different types of information or content. Now, these websites are designed to be concise, straightforward, and focused, and it makes them ideal for presenting a specific message, product, or service. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at some of the key characteristics of a one-page website. So let's take a look at the key characteristics of a one-page website. Starting off with the first one, which is simplicity. So one-page websites are minimalistic in design with a clear and straightforward structure. And just to add to this, they avoid the complexity of multi-page sites, focusing on delivering a concise message or showcasing a specific content. This simplicity makes them visually appealing and easy to navigate. Next one there is navigation. So instead of traditional menus and multiple pages, users navigate by scrolling or clicking on menu items that smoothly scroll to specific sections on the same page. So again, just to add on that, users would typically scroll down the page or click on menu items that smoothly guide them to specific sections within the same page. So this scrolling navigation creates a seamless and engaging user experience. And on top of that, with the navigation, you can also add pinned elements, which I'll show you guys later on in the video using a website builder. But up next is the content sections. So information is organized into sections, each typically covering a different aspect of the content, such as an introduction, features, pricing, testimonials, and a call to action. So again, we'll showcase that later on in the video on how you would typically lay out the content sections. Next up is the vertical scrolling. So with vertical scrolling, that primarily focuses on exploring the content, creating a linear user experience. Again, just to add on top of that, users would scroll down the page to move from one section to the next, and this vertical flow allows for linear and intuitive user experience as opposed to the traditional horizontal navigation seen in a multi-page website. And of course, you can't forget about mobile friendliness or being mobile friendly. So one-page websites are often responsive, ensuring they adapt well to various screen sizes, including mobile devices and tablets. And of course, as well as that, you do have your desktop, but this is about the mobile friendliness. And just to add to that, of course, mobile friendliness is essential in today's digital landscape. Of course, you want users to access websites on smartphones and tablets. And last but not least is the focused message. So these websites are ideal for promoting a single product, event, portfolio, or personal brand. And just to add on to the actual one-page website, as a developer, I would say that it is a easier build to do, especially that you can concentrate more on the design aspect of the site since you're only focusing on one page, and you will still have a navigation bar on the top, which is the menu, but it'll be pinned elements. So you click on an item and it scrolls you down to that specific section. I would say it's a lot better since you can use it within a focused message as well to promote that single product, event, portfolio, or personal brand. Or on top of that as well, you can even run an e-commerce website based off a one-page website. Especially if you have a few items in stock, you don't really need to talk about yourself. You can have that all in one section. So just say you have all your products listed in one page and about us, and then maybe some contact information. The only other two pages that you'll really need is a payment gateway and just an area to add details of the actual, as a buyer, But other than that, you can see that overall a one-page website is something useful to have. So what we'll do now is we'll take a look at the various website builders and platforms, and we'll even use one of the website builders to create a one-page website. So what website builders can I use? First of all, you've got Wix. Wix offers templates specifically designed for one-page websites. You can customize these templates to create a single-page site that suits your needs. Next up is Squarespace. Squarespace provides templates and tools for designing one-page websites with ease. It's also a drag and drop editor, which simplifies the entire process. Another one is WordPress. WordPress allows you to build a one-page website using themes and page builder plugins like Elementor or Beaver Builder. Simply create a single long page with sections. You also have one that's Weebly. Weebly offers templates and a user-friendly drag and drop editor for creating one-page websites. You can add sections and customize content easily. Then another one is Webflow, and Webflow allows for more advanced design and customization of one-page websites, making it a suitable development tool for users. So overall, when building a one-page website, consider your content, goals, and target audience. Ensure that your message is clear and the navigation is intuitive, so users can easily find the information they need as they scroll down the one-page website. So just to showcase how to create and build a one-page website, we're going to use a website builder called Wix Studio. Now, this website builder I would 100% recommend due to the fact that it is a drag and drop editor. It's very good for anyone who wants to start off with web development, especially for the beginners or simply those who want to create a quick and easy website for their business. So firstly, what we'll do is select Create New Site on the top right, and you have the option to create a new blank canvas, start from a template, use your own template, or if you choose not to select the Wix Studio, you also have the option to build with Editor X or build with Wix Editor. But for this video, to showcase Wix Studio and its new development tool, we'll go ahead and select Wix Studio, but we're going to go ahead and start from a template. Now usually these templates will have a wireframe or even have a one-page website, so we can scroll through and select from the multiple choices of templates. As you can see, left side you can see they're all categorized. You've even got a type there for a one page, and this is simply what we need. So these are responsive one-page templates. You can see how well laid out they are, modernized looking as well. So see if we can choose one. Here is a wireframe, so if you're maybe unsure about the actual overall design of a website, then you can simply choose the landing page wireframe. Just gives you a base of where the layout is, where you can add information to, where you can add your images to as well, and all you would need to do from there is just simply develop the actual site. But what we'll do is we'll take a look at one of the templates first, just to showcase what a one-page website looks like. So we'll go for something a little bit modern. We'll go ahead and view this one. So there's a lot of potential in a one-page website, as I've stated before with the design. You can see how this one is a little bit more responsive in design. It's appealing as well to anyone who is entering your site. So simple navigation, you've got home, you've got subscribe. If I click on subscribe, you can see how it scrolls all the way down. You can see that this is just a coming soon page, and this is just like a little clock. So that is one. You can see how for each different device it's adapted to as well. We have a menu area, as you can see. Now, if in particular you're looking for a more detailed site, we can go ahead and choose this particular one. So we'll have a view for this one. So again, this is also a one-page website. You can see how well laid out the animations are, And this would occur anyway for any other website builder you choose. But again, if you are building a one-page website, you can go into more detail. You have less to worry about as you don't need to particularly design other pages. So if I click on the building, you can see that this is a pinned element, more or less, that it's scrolled me down to this area. So it's an anchor. Scroll and select the architect. You can see it's jumped me to the architect. So if I scroll up, if I want to go to services, you can see it's brought me down to services. And of course, if I want a contact, it brings me down to the contact. So a one-page website could be as long as you want, like this one. And it could be as well detailed as this, as you could see, with the animation work on this particular page. Now, if we take a look at how it's been designed, so we'll just edit the overall template on this site, just to get a clear understanding on how it looks. Can take a little minute for this to fully load up. But overall, designing a one-page website, it's basic, it's simple, it's easy. You can go and be as creative with your design as much as possible. And you are, as I say, with that focus message, showcasing and promoting either a single product, event, portfolio, personal brand. But anyway, when you are using this particular website builder, everything is a drag and drop. So let's see how they have made it. Scroll down here, you can see that this is an entire section, but it's in different sections. And this particular area can scroll down, as you can see. And if we have a look at the adjustment, the position type is default, so that just scrolls down with the actual images. And there's different areas there as well. So now that we've got a bit of an overview on what the one-page website looks like, let's try to create a simple one-page website. So we'll go back onto the Wix Studio here, and I will go ahead and open up a blank template. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the landing page wireframe. We'll go ahead and edit that straight away. So as I said, in particular for this website builder, you can do a bit of code if you want to. You can choose not to. If you just want to be a little bit basic and simple with it, drag and drop builder is fine. If you want to add that little extra touch, then of course you can do a bit of code just to enhance the overall website. And by doing this, of course, animations, you can have animations through using a bit of code. So what's important in creating a one-page website is, of course, the simplicity. So as we've mentioned before, one-page websites are designed to be minimalistic and straightforward from what we've seen. They're there to avoid the complexity of having multi-page websites. You're basically there, if you're a business, you want to just let the people know what you do in a short amount of sentences or a short amount of information, but it gets to the point. So with this one, we'll create a profile tree website. So we have a multi-page website. So we'll just add the business name in, and then we'll just say profile tree. See if I can delete this first. Go ahead and edit that text. Profile tree. And then, of course, just a little bit of insight on what the business will do. So we'll just say okay, so something like that. And then, of course, this could be like a bit of a about us section. So you could just engage with the users by typing in a little bit of information about yourself. design aspect of it, you can do so easily. So let's see, with a scroll effect, we could do like a fade in, and then we can have a background on it if I wanted to. So we can add an image or a video. So we'll type in digital marketing. Of course, you can source out your own content elsewhere. You don't have to rely on any of the website builders' content. These are all completely free if you select from the media from Wix. Anything to do with Shutterstock, sorry, or Unsplash may or may not be paid for. I do know Shutterstock is paid for. You can see that one's £2.08. That one is £2.08 as well. So very weird prices. Unsplash, I'm pretty sure it's not paid for, but these are credited to, of course, the creator or author of the photographer or content for each people. You can see. I just rely on using the Wix one as it is a little bit better. So just type in digital marketing, select that, go ahead and enter. And we'll just use the Modern Office. And of course it's a little bit dark, so I will manage the color, do a color on that of color black, and then I'll just reduce the opacity of it. So we'll just keep this one at 50%, and then we will keep this one at 50% as well. Don't want that to be too low, we'll do 50, or maybe we'll go lower, 30, but 30%. So that's a little bit darker now. I can change the color of this one to color white, and this one to color white as well. Of course, depends on how you want to build your site. You can add a video or more buttons or whatever you have in mind, but just make sure that these buttons are linked to the actual page. So you can see how this particular button is anchored to contact in the very same page. It does have other pages, but we don't want it to link to that. Of course, you've got privacy policy, you've got terms and conditions, and you've also got a cookie policy. But they could be hidden on the background. They don't necessarily have to be linked to the navigation area. You can see there's about, product, resources, contact. So if I select on any of those, they are linked to the very same page. So if I click on product, I'll get scrolled down to the product area, and if I scroll back up and I select resources, scroll down, that'll bring me to resources. So that's just articles, I would say, and then contact, that'll bring me down to contact. And then of course if I select get started, again that'll bring me to contact, because that's the one that's linked there. So if I just scroll up and bring this back up again, so just work with the design, just whatever way you want to design your website. You could be as creative as you want, especially with a website builder. You see how the animations work here, with all the images, with all the text, how everything hovers in. So each website builder, of course, has its own effect. So if you were to use a Squarespace website, on that one, I would say it's great as it does provide templates and tools to design a one-page website. Again, it's a drag and drop editor, which completely simplifies the process. The ones that I've mentioned, which is Wix, Squarespace, Weebly, those are the three that are a drag and drop website builder. If you want to be a little bit more advanced into creating a one-page website, then I would recommend to use WordPress or Webflow. Commonly what is used is WordPress, since you have builder plugins, as I've mentioned, like Elementor or Beaver Builder, and you can use these particular plugins and connect them with Visual Code. So if you want to code something up, then you could use it on that. That's when you could start adding things like dark mode, light mode, or have animations, or however way you would want to design a website. But the only reason why I am showcasing the Wix one, it's easier to build a website on it, especially if you are a beginner, as I've mentioned quite a couple of times now. And it is straight to the point. It's easy to use. Anyone can use it. You don't need to train on any of the drag and drop website builders like Wix, Squarespace, and the Weebly. But yes, overall, that is the way to create a site. Just make sure that your navigation's correct. Go through it. Make sure it is anchored to the actual homepage itself. Again, your simplicity, you need to keep it minimalistic in design, clear, white spacing, have as much as you can. Just make sure that you're straightforward with your information. In terms of content section, so right here you can see that that was product, so that then showcases the product, what the brand itself promotes, what it creates, what services you offer. It can be anything in terms of the content section in that sense. So it could be like features, pricing, your testimonials, call to action, and then this is the vertical scrolling. So that's only going up and down. So that's X and or the yes. So that's just scrolling up and down, as you can see. And then, of course, mobile friendliness, just to recap on that one, that's just in terms of having it adapt to the responsiveness of a tablet and a mobile, as well as the desktop version. That's just responsiveness in terms of mobile friendliness. One-page websites are often responsive anyway, as I've mentioned before. They adapt well to various screen sizes, as well as the mobile devices. And yes, and of course, recapping again, focus message, make sure that you're promoting a single product, event, portfolio, or personal brand as clear as you can. So don't be too heavy on it. As we could see for the real estate one, it quickly talks about, just gives you the hero section. So that's the company name. Then gives you a little bit of information about a communal residence, living in the city, and so on. Just a couple of images on top of that, and who had created this business. So that's just a little bit of information. And then the development, of course. So that's just a short little section, as you can see. And then some of the layouts for creative residence. There you go. That talks about a bit of detail about each of the properties. And then more information, as you can see, if you select on the contact. So that's how you typically should create a website. And that'll be the same as well, not just for brands, but if you are creating a portfolio, then that would be the best way to do it. But guys, that pretty much sums up what a one-page website is. As I said, you can create them on website builders, or if you choose to do them on a CMS builder like WordPress, or if you wanted to do it on Webflow or any other website builder out there as well, feel free to do so. But if this video has helped, let us know in the comment section below. We'd like to know what you think. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.